way to do it. Like it's small, tiny details. That is something we could do manually, just to get that randomness. Otherwise, it will look like it will be cut out. And take the color from wherever you're painting, so it will blend very nicely. Some dark tone, some light tone. You can like paint, blend it very nicely, and I can add like couple of more things to just to make it interesting. You can see this shadow. If I want, I can change the color here. Alt, click on this, isolate that particular layer, pick the color, again click back, it will unhide again everything. Soft brush, blend it nicely. That looks way too hard and strong. And enhance the shadows based on my structure. Reduce the intensity slightly to make it like, blend it nicely. And wait, it's blurred. It looks nice. Mask, solid mask, black, and okay, resize it and place it somewhere here. I'm just adding two things just to create a bit interest. This one I'll replace this one. This one is not required. And masking out everything so my actual image will be stored. I can delete it like this, or I can go to lasso tool, select this magic thing, and then click from here. And you see, it will automatically create. Like this is create, so you can use this. Right now, feather is really less, and weight and all you can reduce. Contrast can increase, frequency also can increase. If you increase the frequency, it will give you a like better result. You just have to move your mouse, click to create selection, click the mask, and fill it with black. So to instantly create this thing, D software this time, correct? Software, blend the base nicely. This is basically called photo bashing. Like you add multiple photos and bash one over other and create this like your desired whatever design or pattern was creating. That is, you create all this thing. You can add all this mushrooms. So now, if you want to add a little bit shadow or something, you can do that also combine with this, or you can add some other like mushrooms or some other design or element. You can create a miniature like entire environment. Mm, we can find something very nice. Because we need to know like how to photo batch, how to combine textures, how to combine multiple photos together. The whole idea behind this is like you need to understand how to like merge multiple textures together and create one single seamless texture or photo. Mm, no, I want some nice, interesting trees. This is copy. Query. You can see it somewhere here and select everything. B. Move it down. Group it. Mask it. Direction is kind of same, but not exactly same. Okay, that it came out from some. Okay, this is I don't know why I don't have that option. I would play my bad. Simply select this magic wand, click on blue, right click, similar to select all blues plus this color blue also, similar. Shift, click on this blue, similar. So it should select all the blues, similar, all blue, and select this. Easy. If I want, I can just apply it, make it a little bit clean, crop the image, all the empty space, everything is deleted. Like something you can make it like fantasy, some effect, shadow have to maintain, and directly painting on that layer. Auto balloon, that's a nice balloon. Like we basically, I'm just layouting this thing so it looks nice and something a little create something interesting. So it's just like your imagination is the limit. So whatever you can imagine, you can create that. So remove this select inside selection. This is something I can manually paint also. Just take a selection. Control check, delete. Then I can just continue the place. Or you can see direction of the light is different. So I can simply flip it, and in between all this blue thing is not required. So if I want, I can just simply delete. Let's see this thing. This mushroom looks now way too big. It's something fantasy, something like still way too big. So just to like create this thing. I can add like that. Now I can add a like fountain here if I want. I can so add some small hut or something. So to make it like try to explore and experiment with things. Like don't stick to only to those references. You can see those references they have created like all kind of things. So they have painted octopus, they have painted your jelly, then some wooden stuff, some gold material, or gold jewelry or something, and wrapped it around the sphere. So try to create something like this, and try to create something unique. So it will look so it can look nice also. And you can use it showcase also this thing. So try to use those things and try to create something interesting. Okay, this is my. I'll just save it. Just take that quickly. That's your present. That's your present. Then we have Google present. Then we have the Siraj present. Then Babu present. Then we have Shubham. So try to create something interesting, nice. Use your imagination because this is something. This particular module is for like explore, create, find your creativity, and paint whatever you want, and create something really like try to like practice something. Like initially, you can copy things. That's fine. Try to explore and do something by from your own imagination. Explore that and create something really nice like whatever you like you can create everything the material studies like it should that particular thing should look like if the suppose the creating a jungle it should look like a jungle so that's the only thing. The criteria is in that particular thing, whatever you paint, it should look like that. That's the only criteria. There's no restrictions, no boundary. So try to stick to the shape, spherical, then explore it. Then modify the shape slightly, make it little bit whatever you're painting, just modify those according to the shape. You can paint chocolate or maybe gamepad, like or maybe paint a gamepad wrapped around a sphere. So like distort it and place it inside the sphere. So use those things techniques like that is something like very easily can do. Gamepad, that's not sure. Sorry. And right. So suppose you have a gamepad or something you want to create, that's something. Oh, something like you can create very easily. Little bit angle, yes, yes, slightly like some angle. I don't want this static front. Suppose you have this one, and you create into J, move up, place it here, and you can B, put it to this, control B, you can manually wrap, or you can use the sterilize that filter. That's the only thing. Like make sure to like create a nice mask, or delete, delete, my bad, delete. So like clean it nicely and you can place within this, or like keep it like this and fill in, like you have a this wire wrapped around this thing. So make it bit interesting, add those things, modify your things, create, and then change the shadow slightly based on your thing, same direction of light. You can keep the direction of the light the same. So add a layer, this thing, modify the screen. So we'll clean this side. All the shadow have to flip, so the shadow is casting this direction. But flip those things like lighter, or you can just simply flip this entire thing. So add things, there is a light and all. Add shadow this direction, then you can have like this some you can get a wire if you want to paint, you can like, paint it like this or like something. Make something interesting, create something nice, and modify those things according to your own understanding. So that will like you can wrap around this thing, add like one or two game controller or something. There's so many things you can do. You can create like some mobile, TV screen, anything. The only thing is it should look like this and look like it should fit into that spherical shape, and then based on that you could create modified things. That's the only thing is image modification plus your like photo bashing plus your painting, the combination of all these things. Combine everything, paint, try it out. If you're having any difficulty, ask me. I'll show those things. Until unless you ask, I won't I don't I won't understand, right? So try it out. If you have any difficulty, ask me. I'll explain everything, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And enjoy. Huh? Enjoy your paint all this thing. Enjoy this particular module. This is something for basic understanding, develop to explore, and paint whatever you want to paint. Do all those things, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes. Tell me.
So I was having difficulty while making the textures because after some time I am having difficulty to differentiate the colors which I am using. So how can I tackle that?
Like, if you can show me something, then only I can like exactly understand like what kind of difficulty you're facing.
No,
Uh,
no, sir. Actually, I cannot differentiate the colors. I mean, while I am seeing the picture,
hmm.
I cannot differentiate it because of my eyes. I think so. I cannot differentiate it.
And do you have color blindness? Like, is it like
No, sir. I don't have color blindness.
you don't have color blindness? Then why you not able to differentiate? Like, that's what I need to understand that thing. Like, why you not able to differentiate the color? So, like, suppose this is like dark gray. This is a little bit lighter gray. This is like black or like black brownish this color. Or greenish tint, little bit greenish tint is there. So, right. So those
Yes, sir.
things like how to differentiate. That is like this question I ever heard of it. Okay, one thing you can do like usually like every color have a different value of in gray. So if you have like suppose you're painting green, okay, maybe you are facing difficulty in tones. Like suppose you're painting green, you're not able to differentiate between darker tone or lighter tone. You like that is what is happening. That is what is happening.
Yes, kind of like that.
Kind of like that. So in
Yes, sir.
that scenario, what you can do, like suppose this is your something you paint. It's skipping. You're trying painting this thing. So what you can do, you can apply a hue saturation layer. Keep it separate and layer and desaturate everything. So like using a adjustable layer, don't desaturate the entire layer. Using that, so like switch it off. Then you can go and check the color value, like gray color value intensity. Whiter means really bright and light color. Darker means dark tones. So by that you can easily identify the tonal difference. Like usually
Yes,
in
sir.
industry also sometimes what happens, you can see this one is really bright, right?
Yes,
Really
sir.
bright, vibrant colors. So what happens, like it becomes very difficult to differentiate between tones. So that time, what we usually do, we apply a black and white layer so we can identify the color value, because the value of the color, like it's way too saturated and way too bright. So now I can see in grayscale, I can see there's a little darker tone, slightly brighter tone, slightly darker tone. If I switch it off, it looks almost similar. You see, like slightly dark. I still I can see red one is looks almost flat. So this is almost flat color. So based on that, I can pick that color and modify and paint. I can see all shadows, highlights, because in black and white we can identify the color values very easily. But in color, it becomes difficult to understand. Sometimes it happens. So that is something we can do. We can use a black and white and identify all the tones and then modify it. And suppose you're facing this issue, then you suppose you want to pick some this color and it's facing okay, this looks same. So you can pick this color, switch off this, then pick this color, again switch on, check, or you can just simply create a color palette, one layer, create a color palette that will be like a bit easier to handle. Like this, you can
Yes,
create a
sir.
color palette. Right, so that look like this you can create all the stone, then you can paint, pick color from here and then paint it. That will be easier process. Otherwise, like manually, sometimes it becomes difficult. And if you submit something like tomorrow anyway submission, submit something and discuss tell me like exactly what in which file which color you having facing difficulty. So if you can submit that, so based on that I can show you exactly what to do. Okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
well. And see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Okay, sir. Thank
Thank,
you.
thank you, sir.
welcome. Bye.
Thank